reflection. Hi. There it goes. Hi, friends. Most people are still teaching, so I'm going to give them a few minutes to hop on. But I wanted to go ahead and go live early. I've got some things to do today. So I was going to wait and see if I hopped on. I had a slow morning. I had 2 classes with iTutorGroup. I could have had more, but honestly, I'm not tired. I'm burnt out. I forget how many classes this month. 240, 250, somewhere there. And so kind of getting tired. Oh, the reflection is so too, but I know I can try. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it says I'm unstable. I hope I'm not unstable. If it is, I'll end it, delete it, and start over. Or not go live. I don't know. Let's see. Am I still live? I don't know if y'all can hear Snuggles, but it's funny. He's so funny. Let's see. Okay. Ellen, why are you on here if you're in class? Are you on a student no show? I was going to try to not wear these, but I'm going to have to wear them so I can read the comments. Well, I appreciate you hopping on here, even though you're supposed to be teaching. My last class didn't book today. Like I said, I could have opened it with iTutor, but I didn't. Honestly, I kind of wanted to get off early. That way I had time to do this, and groceries are coming in a little while, which is good. I was worried I was going to have to take the kids out to go grocery shopping, but luckily, just tip if anyone does order groceries and watches this later, if you do order groceries, Walmart, if you order groceries through Walmart, check back early morning because sometimes they'll say that they don't have any times and then they do open sometimes up in the mornings. When I tried to check on it at night in the evening, it was saying I couldn't order anything. So I had already made my list. Well, my order, and when I looked the next morning before I decided, because I was going to go to the store yesterday morning before Steven left and went back out of town. I really want to get sick. I'm already dealing with allergies and stuff, and I don't want to feel worse. Every time I go near the outdoors, it's like, I feel like I'm congested. But, so I don't have a lot to talk about today. I just figured I'd hop on for a little bit and chat with my friends. Since the quarantine hit, I've been binge watching TV shows, and I binge watched on Amazon a show called Grimm. It's an old show, and went through literally all 6 seasons within the last week. Hi, Danny. Welcome. I know everybody's just getting out of class and doing feedback. I just hopped on a little early because I had time. But I've been watching a show, and I've been watching it every time when I wasn't busy doing other things, I'd flip it on because I could have it on my phone, and I could stream it on my phone. And then I finished it the night before last, and so last night I was lost. I was like, but I always watch it. What am I going to watch? So I had to try to find something else, which didn't work. I ended up actually sleeping. I want to watch Stranger Things. I have not had a chance to start it yet. It's on Netflix, and maybe that'll be my next series binge. I've heard it's good. I've heard good things about it, and it seems like it's right up my alley because I like weird things. Because Grimm is definitely weird. It's based on I already have Netflix. I've already been paying for it. We have it on, it's like $13 or $12 for 2 TVs, and all the phone, we can use 2 at the same time. So my kids can stream at the same time, or I can with them. So we already pay for it. Amazon Prime I pay for once a year. Netflix I pay for monthly. Something else. Oh, Disney Plus. I pay for that. And that's it. And of course, our regular TV Spectrum. I pay for the TV and internet. but we can stream on all those. And then our Roku TV, we can kind of pull on any channel that's free. And so we'll Deanie, Grimm is awesome. Okay, here's the premise of it. It is like the story tales, like the Grimm brothers story tales, but it's like creatures, like werewolves and pigs, and anyway, and he has to fight them. So if you like weird things, it's really cool. Start at the beginning, watch it all the way through. The ending was, oh my gosh, it was awesome. Hi, Cindy, welcome. I only had 2 classes today, and they were with iTutorGroup with 2 of my regulars. Bruce, I've taught 9 times, but he's so funny and sweet. And then Alice, I've taught, I think today made our 51st, 52nd class together. I've taught her periodically off and on for a long time. I know, I just haven't watched it. I need to because I have, okay. So I have Netflix on my phone too. And see, my thing is I can't always watch stuff on my TV because of my kids. I can't watch things that are not maybe always the safest because my daughter gets night terrors if she sees anything scary at all. And yes, same daughter that does the zombie makeup, but she watches YouTube channel Troom, which is like really silly, stupid. And that's where she gets the zombie stuff from. Not real zombies, not the Walking Dead zombies. We don't let her watch all that, but she gets night terrors if she sees scary things. So I try not to turn on anything on my TV that's not completely, GPG rated. Unless it's like after she's gone to bed, which I only watch that on The Walking Dead on Sunday nights. So I have to be cautious. I had 8 classes last night. Oh, I had my first IMC 1 class, the new level 1, interactive level 1. I had one of those last night, and it was the very first one of them, which was really cool. So as soon as I realized what the class it was, I messaged Morgan because Morgan is the queen of level 1, and I wanted to check in with her on it. And she told me to make sure I have it loaded on my phone just in case. Luckily, it worked really well. The internet was smooth for both of us, which the student I had has good internet anyway. Like, I don't have issues with her. I have some kids I had issues with. My hair's wild today. Wow. I dried it fast this morning when I washed it, and it's frizzy. Anyway, so it was a lot of fun. Now, the student I had is a level 2 student. Hi, Amy. Welcome. Glad you could jump on here. Yeah, I literally just started right before y'all finished classes because I was done with my work. And I was actually stalling myself because I wanted to jump on like at 8:30 my time, 30 minutes ago, and I knew everybody being classes. So I was trying to wait and stall myself. So I watched YouTube, of course, to stall, right? But the IMC 1 was really neat. If you have not taught one yet, it is a lot of fun. Welcome, Kelly. Hi. The only problem I had is that the student I had is actually a level 2 student. They put her back in this. I'm not sure why, because she was doing okay with level 2. Yes, it was a little harder for her, but it should be. It's supposed to be a little harder because it's challenging. Oh, don't you, Kelly? Those are awesome. Yes. The Holderness family has been doing, if you don't know what Kelly's talking about, on YouTube. So Danny, you can watch them. The Holderness family are a family in North Carolina that make funny parody videos and music videos. And because they're under quarantine too, obviously, they make a parody video every single day this week. And they're really funny. So check them out, the Holderness family. Yes. So Dixie obsessed with them. Yes, we love them. I love them too. And I love their videos this week. I've been like sharing them. I don't always share videos on YouTube, but those. Yes, that one makes me cry. About the mom makes me cry. But the one today was really funny because he didn't know what day it was. Kelly, I have too. I've been watching them pretty much since the Christmas jammies when they first started, right? I watch them more now than I did back then. I also like when they do the DIYs are funny, and I just like them, period. So when she's singing Sip Sip My Chardonnay, yes. That's funny. But yeah, I enjoy those this week. They've been funny. So I was watching that earlier before I hopped on here. But yeah, so the IMC 1 was interesting. Like I said, my student's a regular level 2 student, and they put her back in the level 1 IMC 1 starter. So she knows how to say hello. She knows, like, she can read some of the words. So she was reading some of it. So we were able to extend a little bit. I will say, though, they did give a good amount of content. She hated if you've done any of the IMC 1 classes, there's a lady that shows the TPR and they break the song down into bits to teach the student. And I played them for my student and we were doing it with him. And my student, after like the third one, goes, no, 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 no. She did not like the lady singing it. Now, when we played the song with Meg and Mike, she was fine. But she did not like that lady. So it's kind of funny. But she's very opinionated too. Oh, that's awesome, Kelly. Last class of student no-show already done with feedback. Oh, so I told Kelly and Marianne, I hadn't told everybody, but I made a big mistake yesterday. So I was doing feedback yesterday morning, and apparently I got distracted. And I know what it was. I was in the middle of doing feedback, and it finally dawned on me why I got distracted. My husband texted me. He had just left because I actually didn't sit down and do feedback immediately yesterday. I waited. And that was my own fault. And my husband texted me after I finished the first one. I had 3 feedbacks to do, saying that he didn't know where his debit card was. He had already left the house to go to work, and so he was coming back. So I went and started looking for it, and then I got distracted with my kids, and I forgot to do feedback yesterday, guys, on 2 classes with VIPKid. I realized it when I woke up last night after my nap, which I did not mean to take that long of a nap either. So I woke up late and realized that I got half paid for both of them. So, boo. But at least I got paid half. At least I got something. I didn't wait and miss it completely and got nothing for it, right? Could have been worse. So that's my first time and that I've ever done that. I always do feedback immediately, and that's why I always do feedback, because I'm very forgetful. But, oh well. It'll be all right, right? It's not the end of the world. Live and learn, all that kind of cheesy stuff. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of stink, but I mean, it's my own stupidity. I should have finished them then, and I didn't, because basically right now I'm having a lot of my regs, and sometimes they're wanting extra time and talking with me. And so I go a couple extra minutes and play a game or talk with them. And if I do that, then I don't do feedback immediately, and then I have to remember later. And I don't have Alexa. I don't have her. I don't have anybody like that. And honestly, I really was in the middle of doing it when, like I said, my husband texted me and I got distracted, and then I forgot. So yay for that. Well, like I said, I was asleep. They emailed me and all that, and I was asleep. I woke up an hour late to put it all in, so it's all right. I had gone to sleep. As I told y'all last week, sleeping is not regular lately, and so I laid down yesterday afternoon like 2 or 3. No, around 2, and I set my alarm for like 4 and 4:30 to get back up. Oh, thanks, Evelyn. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, so I set my alarm to get back up, and I woke up, and apparently I fell back asleep because I woke back up at like 8 last night. I meant to get up at 4, and so I got up at 8. Yeah, and it was too late for the feedbacks, but it's okay. It's all right. It happens, right? Yeah, because I was actually leave the live, and I had to go deal with him and help him, and yeah, so. Oh well, it's over and done with. It doesn't matter. I will say iTutorGroup works a little better in that I have 24 hours to finish it if I do fit, which I have one time forgotten with them, but I remembered it before 24 hours. Morning, Paula. Welcome, welcome. I don't have a lot to talk about today. Like I said, the biggest thing for me was like, okay, cool. Cindy said she's going live tomorrow morning at her regular time after classes, and then she's also doing an interview in the afternoon. Cindy, who are you interviewing? Can we shout out who you're interviewing? So make sure y'all check out if you haven't. I know everybody on here I think has, but if you haven't, subscribe to her and want to listen to Cindy, I should be able to come. Except, oh, Evelyn's saying hey to everybody. trying to think. I was going to say something else and my brain just stopped. Yeah, I don't have a lot to talk about today. I mean, obviously, we're not doing a lot. We're stuck at home. My kids usually go to karate and gymnastics. So their teachers have been emailing and texting them to kind of tell them, hey, because they miss them. And my kids miss them tremendously. And they've been doing lives on like Facebook and stuff to connect, and Instagram to connect with them. But otherwise, we have only left the house the other day. Oh, here we go. There you go. Something we did have to leave the house for. So Tuesday, my husband was coming home. Some of you know, some of you don't. Okay. Cindy says she's interviewing Valerie Ann Hammond. She's a young mom and a VIPKid teacher. So that'd be exciting to hear her perspective as a young mom and a teacher and how she juggles everything. Awesome. So the other day, my husband was coming home finally after a week and a half out of town. And he gets almost home within like 3 miles. Somebody almost pulls into his lane. He swerves to avoid them, hits the curb, and blows out 2 tires. So I had to get everybody up and out the door and go meet him because obviously he can't change 2 flat tires. We had to go find tires and yeah. But luckily, good luck, Kelly. I thought I was gonna have to go to the grocery store yesterday, and I managed to order them for today. So they're gonna be delivered today. So yeah. So anyway, he blew out the 2 tires, he didn't do any damage to the car. He didn't damage the rims. He only busted out the tires, which his tires were kind of getting worn. So we knew we were going to have to replace them this year. So luckily he broke down. Well, not broke down, but the tires went flat right at a church. So he wasn't on the road. He was able to pull off the road into a church parking lot. Yeah, he was fine. He didn't get hit. There was no damage to the car. He actually broke down, like, literally, like I said, like 3 miles from the house. I went down the street, took a left, and he was right down the street. He was not far. But on the street he broke down on, there was 3 tire places. Y'all, because I asked them if they could come help because we couldn't get them loose. Yes, I'm going to sanitize mine. That's what we've been doing, and washing our hands after we get done bringing them in and all that. We also, with the groceries, they sign for them and they leave them outside the door, and then we just bring them in, so we don't have to make contact. But yes, we've been sanitizing ours as well. Hi, Casey, welcome. So I was saying about the tires. He got lucky. He broke down right down the street. The first place we went to, the gentleman was Hispanic and said that he's the only one who spoke English, that he couldn't leave his brother at the shop alone because I was asking them to come help us to change the tires because we couldn't get them off. And the jack wouldn't hold up the car because he was in a little bit of sand. Do you guys have people locally getting sick? I don't know of anybody yet, but I know there's some in my county because Fort Bragg I'm in the same area as Fort Bragg. Hi, Meredith. Welcome. Casey just finished her feedback. Yay. But anyway, what I was saying is we went to the first guy and the guy couldn't help us. So we went, he said, but go to the guy down the street from him. He said, they'll help you. So we went to the other guy. The guy agreed to come help us. So he went down, followed us down the street to the Jeep. I'm gonna check the feedback. I was trying not to read the comments, so I'll right a second. There we go. Now I can't read them. You can't see them. Anyway, so the guy came with us. He was able to, we moved the car a little bit onto pavement. He was able to pop off the tires. We threw them in the back of my car, went back down the street, got the 2 tires. Y'all, 2 tires for a Jeep, an SUV. They are the used tires. Like, there's no tread missing, but they're the used ones. But for the 2 tires, how much do you think it would be, right? Like, I was thinking at least 2 tires, at least $150, $200. Y'all, $86. $86. They did not charge us labor. They did not charge us time. Only thing they charged us was they said tip the person. So I tipped them on the card. So it was $96 with a tip. Y'all, I got 2 brand new tires for only $96. So I was very happy on that one. It was a lot less than I thought. All right, so let's see. Evelyn, 3 have died in her state. Paula has 1 confirmed in her town. Amy has 40 in her county. Sick for some reason. They said they don't think it's COVID because they aren't short of breath. Things weird. Cindy, did you see that there are new symptoms from COVID? There's new symptoms saying it doesn't have to be shortness of breath. If they are feeling sick at all, it's possible that they have it now. Yeah, Meredith, I saw that 56 deaths. I saw the worker just died with her son next to her, which is scary. Yeah, I know, right, Cindy? It was crazy cheap. They're great tires. They showed us the tires. The tread's awesome on them. They checked them to make sure there was no air, like leaking and all. So anyway, they're great. Honestly, I think at this point everything's getting blamed on it, but at the same time, it's hard to know what is and what isn't. They're saying the digestive issues could be the COVID. Basically, what I'm seeing and what I'm reading is it doesn't matter what you think you might have, stay home. Unless you are in need of urgent medical care. And like Danny said, her husband did a virtual doctor's appointment. Do a virtual doctor's appointment if you have to. If you are not having shortness of breath, if you're able to breathe, if you're just sick, stay home. Don't go out. Don't talk to people. Don't stay away from people, and just don't go anywhere. That's what I'm seeing. And I think that's smart. I think the best way is if you're not sure what you have, which I know right now I have allergies. Like, I know that. But I'm still not taking chances because when you have allergies and your sinuses are all acting up, you're more likely to catch something. So I'm trying not to go out, which is why I was so glad I was able to order groceries. Yeah, Kelly, mine is too. Mine left yesterday to go to work. But mine works, which yours does too, works outside, but mine works outside and he's pretty much isolated, maybe one other person. So thankfully he didn't have to worry about that. And the hotels they're at, they're only their workers there. They're not letting them rent out to other people or something, or not a lot of other people. So, and see, my husband's the one that's immunocompromised. So, yeah. Oh, well, if he gets sick, according to him, he refuses to die from this. So he'll be fine. His words, because you can decide that, right? Danny said the husband is having, Danny, is your husband having a loss of sense of smell and taste, or is that just a symptom? Make sure I don't confuse that. You said your husband's paranoid. He smokes. He also needed a doctor to tell him to stay home. What? His work is open. They're not doing any extra cleaning or buying sanitizer. Plus, there is no work from home. Wow. Okay, see. Yeah. They need to at least take precautions, is my opinion. I think everyone needs to take precautions because if you don't, that's what ends up happening. Everybody's going to get sick. Okay, they say that's a symptom. Loss of sense of smell and taste is a symptom. I want to make sure, Danny, I was following that. Okay, so there you go. Another symptom for you. Loss of sense of smell, stomach issues. Of course, we know the breathing issues. Coughing, which is what I have. My husband brought extra sanitizer to work today. Cindy, isn't your husband a truck driver? So he definitely would have to be working. Yeah. Well, mine just works solar fields, but he's working. But of course, anyway, I'm not going to go into that about him working, but technically he's still working on the weekends. But I don't know if he'll be back. I did find out from my mother because he was talking about, I thought so, Cindy. I wasn't sure. My mom and I were talking last night about us coming down for Easter, and she was saying how she doesn't think we're going to be coming down. And I said, honestly, I don't think so either. She said, well, here's why I think it, because if you come into South Carolina as of right now, the order is that if you travel to South Carolina and you're going to be there more than a day, which we would be there 2 nights, you have to stay for 14 days. 14 days. I can't stay down there for 14 days. I don't want to be quarantined down there for 14 days. So as of right this second, I don't know that I'm going down there for Easter. I know my mother-in-law thinks we are, but I really can't be stuck down there for 2 weeks. I can't take chances like that. So we'll see. If something changes in the next few weeks, then we'll go. If it isn't, then she's going to have to get over it. Danny, yours will get 2 weeks paid sick leave, and he will keep others safe as well as himself. That's good that he's getting paid leave. Yeah. So my husband does not get paid sick leave. And I mean, obviously we don't either. But your mom's coming in May. I hope she can still come. Hopefully by May it's died down. I'm hoping, I'm sure my family's hoping that it'll be died down before Easter and we can come. I'm not taking chances. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get stuck down there. I don't want to get anybody else sick. Besides the fact that in order to get down there, I'm going to have to stop at least gas stations and restrooms and that kind of thing, so I don't know. But I don't know. This whole thing is crazy. But, good news. At least we still have jobs. At least we're still working. At least we don't have to worry about that. So, yay for that. Yay for working from home. Yay that my kids were already homeschooled, so this didn't really change their schooling and mess them up at all. But that is it. I don't have much else to say. My daughter just woke up, so I'm going to feed her breakfast. Y'all, thanks for coming and talking with me and chatting with me. And I'm going to get off here so I can go be a mom. Yay. But thanks for coming, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.